Enter the game.
Sup nerds, and welcome to Player 2's Tabletop Tavern. My name is JT Ryder. I am your DM for this adventure titled Where Have All the World Walkers Gone? And welcome back to another recap session. If you can't tell by the background music and the picture up on the screen, this one's a little bit different. Milo, one of our players, was out sick for the last session, and said it would be perfectly fine to go ahead and continue on with the story, but I didn't want them to miss anything big or important depending on what were to happen, so I decided to instead run an off-the-cuff alternate timeline kind of session where the rest of our players got to, kind of like a butterfly effect moment where one thing changed, so instead, I think what we ended up going with was, what if at the moment where our heroes stepped up, what if instead a different group of heroes had volunteered faster, and our heroes got to instead just enjoy the early days of the festival. And that's kind of what we did. So I'm going to kind of try to just rattle through this one take. I'm just going to kind of go through my notes and see if I can remember most of what was an absolutely absurd game of Dungeons and Dragons. So it all started the same way we started the original story, where our heroes were in Edgewood. They came for the festival, and out of curiosity for the World Walkers, all of our players had their own motives. And when they got to the part where Everett Pinehart was looking around for volunteers, the moment right before he locked eyes with Saren and recognized him from when he was a child, a band of half-orcs stepped up, eager for a challenge, and volunteered and ran into the woods. And our team was decided to go. Y'all was just gonna go into the festival and do your thing. And the first tent y'all came upon was that of Lanky Lou, who has the darts thrown at the balloon game. Lanky Lou, if I remember correctly, he kind of sounded like kind of had a Ray Romano kind of thing going on. You guys paid 1 gold for 3 darts. You guys decided to take turns, and Kai went first, rolling a nat 20 and popping 2 balloons in 1 throw. Saren, our resident archer, missed. And then Nissa, with this weird overarm form, managed to pop a 3rd one. So you guys won the stuffed owlbear grand prize, immediately ruining all allure of coming to this man's booth for the rest of the festival. You then slammed down another gold coin, to which Nissa took as payment, grabbed all 3 darts and heaved them, popping 2 more balloons, winning another prize, a stuffed griffin. And on the way out, Kai dropped a tip of a gold piece on the table, to which I decided to ask you all to roll perception checks as you fled the scene to see if you could hear Lanky Lou say something to you, to which all 3 players rolled nat 20s. 3 separate nat 20s on the same perception check to listen to a guy. And in this moment, y'all listened so hard that Lanky Lou's reality, the fabric of his reality, ripped in that moment. And in that moment, his body split into 4 different places at once, standing on this long, flat, white, gridded platform that went off endlessly, while 4 massive beings hovered over him, juggling handfuls of rocks with numbers on them, controlling other characters on the table. And then for a brief moment, he came back to his own reality. And y'all are the reason Lanky Lou's a flat earther. What else we got here? Oh yeah, the next game y'all went to was Silky Sam's ring toss game, where Saren won an ever-chilled pickle jar, a magical jar that has 1 single pickle item in it. Has to be food, and at least pickle flavored, because I think we ended up saying that even like a dill flavored cheese puff counted. But You can eat it, and it's delicious, and then 1 minute later, a new pickle product pops up in the jar. Nissa won the Pebble of Inconvenience, which when thrown at an enemy, magically lands in their shoe, and the next time they go to move, they take a d4 of damage, which came in very handy. And Nissa also won the Cape of Unpredictable Bellowing, which is just a reflavor of the Cape of Billowing, except you don't get to choose when it happens. Also, it has Juicy sewn in across the height of the butt on the cape. Nissa immediately put it on Honeydew, and Honeydew looks fabulous. Kai didn't get shit, I don't think. No, wait, no. There was like the feather dagger. Oh, I didn't have it in my notes. It's like this feather dagger that can make someone itch, but only where they can't reach, to which Silky Sam demonstrated on Lanky Lou, because poor Lanky Lou, just, some people just meant to know the truth about the universe, and some people aren't. So after Silky Sam's, where y'all won your magical items, it was then to the big top, where a Knoll ticket taker, which I don't remember if I gave them a name or not. So, Lil Timmy, the hyena-looking dog Knoll man, sold you tickets to come into the big top tent, where a very Danny DeVito-looking ringmaster was introducing a mythical beast from beyond the shores, and a large iron box was brought out. The roof was lifted off. When the walls fell down, with all the pulleys and levers going to the balcony, where all the little goblins and kobolds are just pulling levers and running winches left and right. And a young baby moonlight dragon was revealed to the crowd, wearing a collar and shackles with lightning runes on them, and there was a hobgoblin with a remote controlling the shackles during the show. The shackles almost immediately malfunctioned, and the dragon was freed. The hobgoblin with the remote, the goblins and the kobolds, everyone dipped. And the dragon immediately goes after the ringmaster, just slings him into the side of the ring, bloodied mess, just dead. Crowd is freaking out. They're trying to run. Nissa used her raccoon paw mage hands to get the remote from the balcony. And then another animal tamer, another hobgoblin animal tamer version of Joe Exotic, the Tiger King, came out, who was named Jojo the Panther Prince, with a new collar and a new remote. Saren sends Scary to the roof of the tent to start ripping a hole in it. Kai, having just sat down with popcorn, sprints towards the balcony, trips and plays it off by shifting into his wolf form, and hops up the balcony and climbs up the truss to help Scary make the hole in the tent with his claws. The dragon breathes dream breath and sleeps the entire crowd. Like, the entire crowd within the cone just drops snoring. Missed all of our players. They all succeeded on the rolls. Jojo attempts to sneak up on the dragon and fails, and the dragon chomps Jojo down, does the same thing he did to the ringmaster, just bite down the entire torso, shake the body, and sling it against the side wall. Difference was Jojo, peek behind the screen, survived that throw with 1 hit point, to which Nissa throws the Pebble of Inconvenience at him, and on Jojo's next initiative, took a step and died. Just straight up dead because Pebble and Shoe. What a way to go. And then Saren, Scary, and Kai get the hole in the ceiling wide enough for the baby dragon to escape, and sure enough, it flies into the sky freely for the rest of its days. Everyone was happy. Kai went back to his popcorn that had only spilled a little bit, so it's probably fine. No, I'm gonna keep it because this is the cheddar kind, and then you mix the cheddar kind with the kettle corn or the caramel. Have y'all ever mixed cheddar popcorn with caramel popcorn? That's dope. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call that there. Quick recap. It was real fun. Big laughs were had. The most insane triple nat 20 on the stupidest roll ever. If that was ever going to happen in my D&D playing adventures, Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought it would be to listen real good. And y'all listen so good that he is now convinced life is a simulation. And he's going around explaining to everyone the giant beings in the sky that make our decisions for us with rocks, with numbers on them. All right, bottoms up, whatever it is to sign off.